I want to give you guys a little tip, something that probably not a lot of people do. You know, when I'm drop shot fishing, and hey, I know a lot of people do drop shot fish, but so many times, you know, I'll hear guys say, well, I didn't want to try a drop shot around those brush piles. Well, man, a drop shot is a fantastic bait. Anytime the fish are kind of lethargic or they've been pressured a little bit, and a drop shot is just a phenomenal way to get some fish that don't want to bite. But so many people just use the little nose hook, and hey, there's definitely a time for the little nose hook, do not get me wrong, but there's also some times to use some other kind of hooks. And what I want to show you right now, this is just a simple EWG, that stands for extra wide gap, hook from Trocar. So what I'm doing with this, I'm still tying the standard Palomar knot, still putting the tag end down through so it makes the hook stand up like this. But with this rig, as you can see, I can rig it weedless, and I got my net bait flex worm here, and I'm just gonna rig it just standard like you would if you were throwing it on a Texas rig. Only like I said, I've got it on a drop shot rig. Now I'm gonna take it and I'm gonna bury that hook in there, and most of the time I don't really want to skin hook it. If I know I'm gonna be getting down and dirty, I mean, like, I'm gonna be getting filthy dirty right up in the middle of those brush piles, I'll bury that hook inside that worm, and then that way I can fish this worm in those brush piles right in the heart of them, where those really lethargic, those pressured fish, you know, I can get it in there. With a nose hook, you just can't do that. You're gonna get hung up. I'll usually go to a little bit heavier line. You know, I got my Halo KS2 Elite spinning rod here with the C-Force Ardent spinning reel, and my flex worm. This is one of my very favorite drop shot worms. But I went to a little bit heavier line. Still got my basic drop shot setup, like I said, my KS2 Elite. But I've went to 12-pound test line, so it's still light line, but that'll give me just enough to be able to get those fish out of those brush piles, or hopefully get those fish out of those brush piles. But you'll be so much more efficient if you'll use a small EWG. Like, this is a 2-aught, you can use a 1-aught too, but use a small EWG on your drop shots fishing around brush. That will definitely help you catch more bass.